ReZero, is it worth the hype? Hello everybody, how's it going? Today we're going to talk about a show that was one of the names the anime industry was remembered with back in 2016. ReZero, a name that has taken the whole world by storm, let alone the internet. A name that has amassed so many fans in such a short amount of time that you can't help but wonder if the show comes with some sort of hypnosis spell or not. A show that's made the charts, gotten all kinds of awards, and has been praised on how well its story and character execution is. Back in 2016, the whole isekai genre was something not as big as it is now. Goes to show how a couple of years can change the entire industry and turn it upside down while it's at it. So it was like a breath of fresh air since the likes of Overlord and Konosuba had made a lot of people fall in love with the genre. The video game setting and being transported to another world was an idea that could be executed in more ways than one and still wouldn't get old or bland by any means. But having our standards raised all the way up to the skies with Konosuba, we needed a good one if we wanted it to be the new face of the genre, since there was someone already sitting on the throne. But here in the anime community, we're not all Simon Cowell and all good people seeing something through before handing out our views and opinions. A lot of people picked up the show, and in the following days, all of a sudden, all people were talking about was a zero with a re coming before it. I hadn't seen anything like this. I mean, the anime hadn't finished yet, and still it was everywhere, as if it was the bubonic plague or something. You know it's a good thing when it's that irresistible. It's not wrong to say that the show redesigned and redefined the whole isekai genre, making it reach new heights never peaked before by any other show. There are a lot of things that make the show live up to the praise it's been revered with all these years, and it's got a lot to offer to all kinds of fans out there. Let's look at a few things that make the show so special and so memorable that people just can't get enough of it. We've seen the isekai genre featuring a boy that's been transported to another world, not knowing what it is or how to get by there. It's been done before, so it's not something entirely new or different. But ReZero takes things to the next level with a feature we've definitely never seen in anime before. I mean, okay, there's always time reverse or time travel. I get that. But a save system in an anime? I'm in. It features something that the games introduced to make the players less frustrated back in the day. Yes, kids, games didn't come up with a save feature before that. Back in my day, it was hard for the gamers back then. Life is easy for you kids today. But still, the save system in an anime was completely a breath of fresh air. Plus, we had the whole video game nerd being transported into another world, giving us those RPG vibes, but with a save system intact during the whole transfer of the character along the cable. It made the video game setting look a lot more accurate than before and made it look like it was an actual video game where the only thing you can rely on is your own saves. Let's play a game now, shall we? ReZero comes up with a lot of characters, and even those among you who haven't watched the show would recognize a couple of them without a prior search. I'm sure you've seen a certain duo that's been hitting it big ever since 2016, making all the rest look like nothing but circus clowns. Here's a hint. 2 colors, a pink and a blue. I'm sure even some of you who have stumbled across it accidentally know what I'm talking about. Even someone who has no anime knowledge is sure to recognize those twins since they're literally all over the place, giving the Gucci Hollywood stars a hard time, making them on the lookout to post some pictures with them. But even aside that duo, ReZero isn't limited at all when it comes to the characters. I know that Subaru Natsuki lacks a lot of charm that Sato Kazama is famous for. Putting them together is like making Krillin fight Frieza's final form, just to watch him swell up the next second. But we can't deny the fact that Subaru is way more responsible and has had his moments that we can't help but to admire him for. The show is full of faces you won't be forgetting for a while, since all of them are completely different from each other, keeping things fresh and new. Moreover, the character designs are well executed, making you pick favorites the instant the clip starts rolling. It won't be wrong to say that ReZero is like a roller coaster of emotions. It's a ride that would make you experience all different kinds of feelings that the human heart is aware of, not giving you breaks to have recovered from the past experience at times. But that's what's good about the show, since it's not just based on or just exhibits good or bad or right or wrong. It brings out the best of the characters and makes them build the best of bonds with each other. It truly makes you feel like you're one with the characters, since it makes you understand them at a level unlike ever before. The show's full of heartwarming moments that would make you feel warm inside. that would make your heart rejuvenated and revitalized, clearing up all the scars and wounds it's been beating with all this time. The dialogues are at times so relatable that you wonder whether they're based on a true story or not, and whether it's you writing the lines while sleepwalking. Needless to say, it's got a lot in it, and it's a show that everyone is sure to enjoy, no matter what his or her preferences are. If you're wondering if ReZero is just a show with all these character interactions and isekai elements, then you're wrong. It also features an action side to it that the Dragon Ball macho fans would love to see, since they can't get enough of people going at each other's throats. The show features a plethora of possibilities, a multitude of abilities and powers to choose from. This makes the characters stand out even more and gives us a better insight to the characters, making us feel more connected to them. The abilities are really unique, and they are at times overpowered, so be ready to see some really crazy stuff down the line. The combat system is really good, and from the get-go, when you're introduced to the save system for the first time, you get to see what you're about to witness over and over as the episodes go by. This makes the show known for a lot more than just the cute characters, and makes the smoothie have a lot more flavor to it. This completely explains how it amassed so many fans in such a short amount of time, since it had something everyone was looking for. You know, getting transported to this other world is a huge thing in itself. It's unique since it's not normal even if the show is based on it, right? Plus, from the get-go, we see the main character get killed and the save system put into work. This already raises a lot of questions, making all kinds of queries pop up in our minds. But that's very short-lived, no? We'll soon forget about it, since the characters and moments that are to come make us turn a blind eye to what we've already witnessed in the previous episodes. I even forgot about it entirely, but the show gave me a reality check and made me recall that such a thing existed in the first place. As the story goes on, you're so bewitched by the blinding spells of the show and the characters that it makes you forget everything but the moments that are up there on the screen. It's like you're high, but on a show rather than on some drugs which would destroy you later on. It's a perfect escape in that aspect. But the mysteries don't disappear if you don't think about them. They're still there and always will be unless they're solved and the answers found. The verdict. It's safe to say that ReZero is one of the best shows out there. It's one of the best new anime and has laid the foundation for the whole isekai genre, making a lot of new titles pop up when it comes to that. This is sure to make us watch all kinds of shows down the line, all new faces that we'll remember for an eternity to come. And the answer to the question, if ReZero is actually worth the hype, my humble opinion, if you haven't gotten it from this video so far, is definitely yes. So guys, that concludes our video for today. We really hope you enjoyed it, so if you did, please don't be afraid of showing us your support with a little like or a comment down below. It would mean a lot to us. So until next time, bye-bye.